Is it really possible to practice for a gig remotely? I've got a jazz gig coming up soon, and there's a list of songs to learn, but the band is kind of all over the place. I'm in downtown Toronto, and so is my bassist, but our drummer lives about 20 miles away in the town of Ajax, Ontario. Now sure, they can drive into the city for rehearsals, but what if they didn't have to? That is where this box comes in. The Lutefish Stream. This device promises that we can rehearse together remotely, almost like we're in the same room. So we're gonna test this out to see if it really works for a real band practice. Can we actually rehearse without being in the same room? So here's how we set it up. The Lutefish Stream comes with the device, a power cable, an Ethernet cable, and headphones. Once you connect it to power, it turns on automatically. Then I run the Ethernet cable from my Lutefish straight into the back of my router. This wired connection makes sure we get the fastest speed possible, which is important for eliminating latency. Next, I've got these headphones plugged in to monitor my sound. And next, I'm gonna set up my inputs. I'm gonna plug in my quad cortex amp modeler to handle all of my guitar sounds. And I'm gonna use this Sennheiser instrument mic just to monitor my voice. We're officially done setting up, and it is almost time for rehearsal. This is my bassist, Nabium. I've been playing shows with Nabium for a bit over a year now. He plays with a couple other bands in the Toronto area. He's a super reliable bassist. Let's check in on him now.
Yo, how's it going?
I'm doing just fine. How are you doing?
Not too bad. You ready for the session?
Absolutely ready with my Lutefish and my bass and everything else.
All right. Good stuff. Give you a call and we'll jam. It'll be good. Hopefully it works.
Yeah, I hope so too, really. That'll solve a lot of problems we've been having with jamming.
Yeah, especially with Griffin being stuck in Ajax.
I mean, it's a drummer, right? Drummers are never on time anyway.
Yeah, and bassists.
And basically, I'm on time.
All right, no worries. I'll see you in a bit.
Next, we have our drummer, Griffin. Griffin is a freelance drummer, producer, and a bit of a Toronto legend for bringing music to one of Toronto's busiest street corners.
Are you ready to do some loot fishing?
Does this thing actually work though?
I don't know. We're gonna have to see.
Okay, let's try it.
All right. We'll call in a bit.
With excitement and a bit of healthy skepticism, I jumped into the Lutefish session and waited for the others to arrive.
Perfect. Nice. The bassist actually practiced. Yeah, that was good. I think we were coming in really strong on that one bar. I think maybe we'll take a quick break for solos.
Nabium, I think you could. It would sound good if you practice.
All right, we're looting our fishes. We're looting our fishes in a big way.
So that was a pretty interesting session. The connection did have a slight jitter here and there, mostly due to my internet being not the best. Overall, Lutefish definitely delivered on the live experience. We covered all the songs we needed to, and it felt just like a regular rehearsal. A couple days later, I had a chance to catch up with the band and get their thoughts on the rehearsal. We did the Lutefish rehearsal. How'd you guys feel about it?
I genuinely felt like there was people at my studio practicing with me, and afterwards, like, I felt like people were over. It like woke me up. It was weird. It was cool.
Yeah, my thing was like I just wanted it to really work and for us to actually get a meaningful practice out of it, and that's what we got, and that's what it's for.
Yeah. I'm just so glad I don't have to drive to a different studio. Like, it was really easy to just get out of bed and do it.
I'll tell you something else. Like,
Wow.
I have gone to his studio that's super far away so many times, like 2 hours, multiple trains, and so not having to like go all the way and then all with come all the way back, then being exhausted all day. Like that was a real win.
I'm definitely happy to not have to take the GO train again. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
Here are some key details on the Lutefish. It lets up to 5 musicians jam in real time with others up to 500 miles away. It offers 48K audio streaming with 2 combination XLR 1/4-inch inputs using Class A preamps. It connects directly to the router via Ethernet using fiber or cable internet, completely bypassing Wi-Fi and DAWs to achieve ultra-low latency of 30 milliseconds or less. This is what makes it feel like you're jamming in the same room. It includes features to record and download sessions and uses a browser-based interface, so there's no software installs needed. Just go to lutefish.com to log in. It was really cool to get to experience something that for the longest time was thought to be impossible. That first note and that first interaction that you have when you enter the Lutefish room, it feels very surreal because you kind of expect there to be that delay and that latency that a normal video chat would have. And when there is no delay, the music, the groove, the conversation, it flows and it feels very natural, almost like everyone's in the same room. In my opinion, nothing beats jamming with others. It's the best way to learn and it's the best way to grow as a musician. Having a tool that eliminates that distance between me and the people that I like jamming with is very valuable to me. If you want to learn more about the Lutefish stream, find the link in the description below. And let us know in the comments how you would use the ability to jam remotely, and we will see you on the next Guitar World Spotlight.